Roma is a town, locality and the administrative centre in the Maranoa Region, Queensland, Australia. The town was incorporated in 1867 and is named after Lady Diamantina Bowen, née Di Roma, the wife of Sir George Bowen, the Governor of Queensland at the time. At the 2011 census, Roma had a population of 6,906. Geography: Roma is in the Maranoa district of southwest Queensland, Australia. 515 kilometres, 320 miles, by rail WNW of Brisbane. It is situated at the junction of the Warrego and Carnarvon highways. It is the centre of a rich pastoral and wheat-growing district. History: Roma was named after Lady Diamantina Bowen, Contessa Diamantina di Roma, wife of the first Governor of Queensland, George Bowen, in 1867. In 1863 Samuel Simons Bassett brought Queensland's vine cuttings to Roma and established the Romaville winery, and a century later, Roma was the site of Australia's first oil and gas discoveries. Captain Starlight, a cattle rustler, was tried and acquitted in the Roma courthouse in February 1873. No successful conviction for cattle rustling has been made in Roma. Heritage listings: Roma has a number of heritage-listed sites, including 75 Arthur Street, State Butcher's Shop, 42 Bungle Street, Roma Government Complex, former Roma State School, 38 to 44 Hawthorne Street, Hibernian Hall, McDowell Street, Roma Courthouse and Police Buildings, 86 McDowell Street, Hunter's Emporium, 77 Northern Road, Roma Villa Winery, Warrego Highway, Bunga Wargarai, Mount Abundance Homestead, Wyndham Street, War Memorial and Heroes Avenue. Climate: Roma has a humid subtropical climate, which gets enough precipitation to avoid the semi-arid climate. Its location on the far south of the Carnarvon Range at an elevation of 299 meters above sea level means that it is cooler and wetter than the plains to the south and west, while being warmer and drier than areas to the north and east. Temperatures in Roma range from 34 degrees Celsius in summer to 20 degrees Celsius in winter, and winter minimums can drop below freezing. However, it seldom gets colder than -3 degrees Celsius. Rainfall is mild and distributed fairly evenly throughout the year, with an annual average of 587.9 millimeters, 23.15 in. However, it peaks in summer due to frequent showers and thunderstorms. Roma is usually too far inland to experience the influence of tropical cyclones and monsoonal rain depressions. However, there are exceptions, and these systems have caused significant flooding in the town. Extremes have ranged from 45.8 degrees Celsius, 115.2 degrees Fahrenheit, to -5.8 degrees Celsius, 23.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Flooding: the town is situated on Bungle Creek, a tributary of the Condamine River. In March 2010, Roma experienced its worst floods in over 100 years. Flooding also occurred in April 2011, a year of record rainfall in Roma. In early February 2012, Roma was devastated by its worst floods in history, eclipsing the level reached in 2010. 444 homes were inundated, twice as many that were flooded in the 2 previous years, having experienced 3 successive years of flooding. In May 2012, one insurer, Suncorp, announced it would not issue new policies to Roma residents unless action was taken to mitigate the flood risk in Roma. Industry and economy: Roma is the major provisional centre for the Maranoa district, southwest Queensland, for government and industry business. It is on the western fringe of the Surat Basin energy resources boom. Agriculture: The Maranoa's agriculture industry is worth approximately $620 million annually, 64.3% being generated from crops. 58.7% of businesses in the Maranoa are in the agriculture, forestry and fishing sector, which employs 32.7% of the region's workforce. 2005 was a record year for Roma sale yards, processing 390,000 head of cattle. Roma is home to the largest store cattle sale yards in the Southern Hemisphere. We sell heaps and offer tours on sale days, which are Tuesday, for the big sales, and Thursday, for the fat cattle. Forestry plantations include hardwood and cypress pines. Roma in the Maranoa region is home to Australia's most active native cypress pine sawmilling. Oil and gas. In 1906, natural gas was used for lighting in Roma. The industry has expanded as more reserves were discovered. Origin Energy's Spring Gully coal seam gas development is about 80 kilometers, 50 miles, north of Roma, and its projects include an 87 kilometers, 54 miles, gas pipeline to Roma's neighbor town of Wallumbilla to connect with the 434 kilometers, 270 miles, Roma to Brisbane gas pipeline hub there. Origin Energy is proposing Spring Gully Power Station as an $870 million, 1,000 megawatts power station that will provide electricity to southeast Queensland. With a base at the Spring Gully CSG site, the power station will have the benefit of being close to the source of gas and able to use the wastewater left over from the other CSG operations. Santos GLNG is developing CSG fields in the district and is undertaking the project on behalf of a joint venture arrangement with Santos Limited, Petroleum Nasional Berhad, Petronas, Total, and Korean Gas Corporation, KOGAS. The projects are spatially intensive and include production and monitoring wells, underground gas storage, injection wells, fixed above-ground gas field facilities, water management infrastructure, and above and below-ground gas and water pipelines. Water. The groundbreaking study, known as the Roma Managed Aquifer Recharge Study, is the first of its kind in Australia. It is also considered experimental in nature as the risks are largely unknown. The Roma CSG Field Pilot Trial, Hermitage, Stage 4 is in operation, completed Q4 2012, and Roma CSG Field, The Bend, Stage 4 operation is due to commence Q4 2014. The project will allow for the injection of up to 24 megaliters (d) of treated coal seam gas water into the Gubbaramunda sandstone aquifer for up to 20 years. In 2010, a Santos project study investigated the possibility of introducing treated CSG produce water into Roma's existing underground aquifer, which supplies the town's water needs, including drinking water. Water bores have been shut down and hence been restarted at nearby Wallumbilla due to methane being detected in the Gubbaramunda sandstone aquifer. 2014. Bore water for the town is obtained from the Artesian Basin. Employment. Roma has a relatively low unemployment rate of 2.9% in 2004. However, only 68.5% of the people living in Roma are employed full-time, with 21.9% working on a part-time basis only. The town has quite a large service industry, with a number of restaurants and bars opening up in recent years. It is estimated that the population of the town has doubled since the last census due to all the mining work and support industries. The area is also becoming a large manufacturing hub for the mining industry, with a large number of businesses opening up in the area. Media. 4ZR is Roma's local radio station, broadcasting on 1476 AM. The Western Star is Roma's local newspaper. Tourist attractions. Local tourist attractions include the Big Rig and Oil and Gas Museum, Roma Villa Winery and Roma Sale Yards. The winery is the oldest in Queensland. To the north of the town is Carnarvon Gorge in Carnarvon National Park. Over the Easter period, Roma holds an Easter in the Country event. The Roma show is also held around Easter. Amenities. Hotels, pubs, and churches feature prominently near the centre of town. The 10 hotels are within easy walking distance, with most adjacent to another hotel. St. Paul's Anglican Church is a copy of a 13th-century English church in the shape of crucifix. Roma has a range of facilities open to the general public. These include a public library, swimming pool, golf course, bowling green, Bassett Park Showground, visitor information center, and a number of sporting clubs and civic facilities. The airport has regular flights from Brisbane. Education. There are 2 schools in Roma. One is a state government school called Roma State College. The other one is non-government religious school called St. John's School. Roma State College. Roma State College is a coeducational prep to Year 12 college operating from 3 separate campuses: Junior Campus, Middle Campus and the Senior Campus. A special education program embracing the full range of disabilities operates across all campuses. The college opened on 1 January 2006 as an amalgamation of Roma Junior School and Roma Middle School, and the addition of a new senior component, Roma State School. The first school in Roma opened on 21 March 1870 and closed on 31 December 1986. St. John's School. St. John's School, a Year P to 12 coeducational Roman Catholic school, was established by the Sisters of Mercy in 1881. Sport. Cities is a rugby team that has been in Roma. Darren Lockyer was captain of this team, and it was in this team that he was then scouted for the Brisbane Broncos. The Roma Tomatoes mixed-gender touch rugby team was founded in 2009. Military history. During World War II, Roma was the location of RAF No. 22 Inland Aircraft Fuel Depot, IAFD, completed in 1942 and closed on 29 August 1944. Usually consisting of 4 tanks. 31 fuel depots were built across Australia for the storage and supply of aircraft fuel for the RAF and the U.S. Army Air Forces at a total cost of £900,000, $1,800,000. Notable people: Arthur Beetson, Australian Rugby League captain and an immortal; Willie Carney, Australian Rugby League international; Albert Fuller Ellis, phosphate prospector; Malcolm Farr, political journalist and commentator; Wally Fullerton Smith, Australian Rugby League international; Ray Higgs, Australian Rugby League international; Patrick Holland, novelist; Darren Lockyer, Australian Rugby League captain; Fabian "Fabe" McCarthy, Australian Rugby Union international; Ray Maher, actor and amateur rugby player; Bruce Scott, politician; Brent Tate, Australian Rugby League international. See also: Roma Airport, Hospital Hill Fire, University of Queensland, Queensland Places, Roma, Queensland Natural Gas Transmission Pipelines, Map, Queensland Gas Transmission and Distribution, Government Department of Energy.